Hello, I'm Sean McNamara from Mind Possible. Are you interested in learning how to sing overtones or how to do throat singing? In this video, I'll show you how. I'm only a beginner at this, but I think sometimes it's helpful to learn from beginners because they remember all the challenges that a beginner faces and how to overcome those challenges. Everything you'll see me do here, I learned from watching other videos on YouTube, and I'll put those links to those videos in the description section below so you can watch, along with a very interesting documentary about overtone singing and why it's so spiritual for human beings. I'm going to use as few words as possible to teach this to reach a wide audience. One thing you should know before we begin is about half the people watching this can't hear overtones without training because the way we hear language uses one part of the brain, and then the part of the brain that hears overtones in nature is a different part of the brain and one that we're not used to using very often. So if you can't hear the overtones right away, it's okay. You'll learn how. I'll move my hands and you can follow along with your ears and you'll start to pick it up. I'm going to teach you 7 ways to produce an overtone. The first way is only using the shape of the mouth. So first listen and then follow. This goes mwom. So mwow and then om. With this technique, the overtones are not very clear, but it's an easy way to produce at least one overtone with very little training. You can stop and repeat that part of the video and try it again, or keep playing. This technique uses the shape of the lips. When you try this, you might make your voice low and then high and higher and see which one works best for you in the beginning, just using the shape of your lips. So stop and play the section again or keep moving forward. This technique uses the tongue. I'm going to start by touching the tongue up to the roof of my mouth, and then to make the notes higher, I move my tongue forward. It's about finding the right vibration of the tongue when it's touching the roof of your mouth Too hard, it doesn't work. Too soft, but you have to find the right tuning for the vibration of the air. It's even easier and more clear when you move your tongue and change the shape of your lips. So I was trying to move my tongue and my lips in different ways to produce the different overtones. This technique uses the R sound, and the tongue is in front of the bottom teeth, and also whew, and you push the sound into the teeth. Sometimes you lift the tongue up a little bit. So you see my lips sometimes were big, sometimes very small. Sometimes the sound was in the back, sometimes it's right behind the teeth. The next technique is about only using the throat, not so much the mouth. If you know how to play a mouth harp or a morchang, drimba, hummus, maranzano, scassia pensieri, then you know if you can change the tune, that's very similar to overtone singing. So the same way I move my throat to make that sound with the morchang is similar to throat singing. So and the last one I'll show you involves the throat, but also the lips and the teeth, and then the nose. So don't be afraid to make a funny face. You'll see me doing like this. And there's a sound, using throat, teeth, and you want the sound to come into your nose as much as possible. You can feel it when your nose opens inside. It's just this feeling like that when the sound comes through. So the most important thing is to try these different techniques. It's not instant. You have to practice over and over, but only practice for a few minutes a day or you'll irritate or hurt your throat. So just a few minutes a day. If you wake up the next day and your throat hurts, rest for 1 or 2 days because you don't want to damage your throat. Already my throat is messed up from making this video because I'm still a beginner. So hopefully this helps you get started, and then there are much better people than me in the links below. So watch those videos too. Practice a little bit every day, and don't be afraid to make a funny face. Good luck!